Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the month, so just take what resonates. And as well, I do want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to this lovely channel if you haven't done so already. Join this passionate Scorpion tribe. And as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email and I'll definitely get that started for you. They're always accurate. Everything you need, including that email, lies down below in the description box. I love your energy thus far. We'll see how it transpires throughout the reading. But before I mention the overall message I channeled for you, I did hear an owl before I was beginning this reading in the midst of a few different attempts. And I can't help but recognize that that is a message for you, as they do represent, a level of wisdom and knowledge. And I feel like you're being noticed for that throughout the month. So I feel proud of that. But the overall message I channeled for you for your money and career, of course, for the month of May, complete abundance. You're on your way to greatness. Complete abundance. You're on your way to greatness. Amazing. Let's begin by pulling a few messages from the Soul's Journey deck. And then we'll further speak upon your month with the Light Seers deck. You're going to feel as if you have no choice but to organize at certain points of the month for whatever reason. Don't be stressed when it comes to certain slip-ups when you're speaking. I feel like you have a lot going on, or just in the midst of a transitional stage, or in an in-between stage, or the end of a situation, however it works for you. It could even be the beginning of one. I need to see both sides of a situation, as I feel like there could be some work drama or some difficulties, or you're pushed to see both sides of certain conversations in a living situation. Either way, have patience in the midst of all of which, or being quite empathic for some of you. All right, have patience with oneself as you try to accomplish a lot and move towards what you deserve or what you truly desire, or both at this time. For Scorpio, they're saying when you're overly serious throughout the month, why is that? You want to help people, I feel the need to say, service to others. Feeling as if when you don't help others through your work, it just feels quite empty as far as fulfillment goes. Yeah, it feels good to make money. Obviously, it feels necessary for your bills and to keep things moving forward for oneself, or to keep a level of stability you feel is necessary. But I feel like you want to help people, right? You may feel like you can't help people as much as you want to at your current position, or you feel as if there's one moving forward, or a business, they're saying proposition, or a business upgrade for oneself, or a business you want to start where you can help people 10 times more. Keep that in mind, okay? As I feel like you're going to be very imaginative throughout the month, potentially drifting very spacey in a sense towards other worlds where you want to be, or just more. I need to be honest with oneself, as you're feeling quite indecisive in a lot of ways. If you're selecting from new jobs, if you're finding yourself just needing to make certain decisions within an existing one or a new one, you're finding, or even for your business, once again, you're feeling as if it just entails a lot of honesty, or you could find that it's inevitable to just, you just have to be honest with other people. Do it selectively and do it in a delicate manner, okay? They're saying we don't want to ruffle any feathers for one reason or another. Failure coming out, okay? I do feel the need to say this isn't a huge concern. You could be beating oneself up, or thinking about how you potentially didn't make the best out of a situation, whether it's one you're ending or just ended, or it could be a financial investment from the past, like a living situation, or a job, or multiple from the past where it just wasn't meant to last. Do not beat oneself up, period, okay? Don't let others make you feel as if you don't know what you're doing. You could find that other people are failing in the midst of you in one way, shape, or form, even if they're minor errors, minor failures, and it's just messing up the energy in the air, just making you a little bit flustered for one reason or another. Interesting. But it is a month, once again, where you're experiencing complete abundance. And I couldn't help but when I channeled the word complete, I thought fulfillment. Okay. Discipline. they're saying if you can't get it here, then where are you going? Okay. Discipline. So it needs to discipline oneself when it comes to your work. Just get it done. And again, when you're feeling a bit spacey, a bit out of it, or just not finding it easy to stick where you're at or just stay present, even in certain conversations, it's going to be moments where you're just like, what did you say? Right? Or they ask you a question and you just have to ask them to repeat it. Just discipline oneself to stay focused, to stay in the moment, to just organize, clean up, do what you have to do when you need to do it. And then you can rest, you can replenish, and just put it out of your mind, period. It's that kind of vibe throughout the month where you just need to tap into that responsible, present kind of mood and way of being in order to just make the best until the best, or simply just to experience that level of abundance that you are experiencing or receiving throughout the month. But I just feel as if it's hard to recognize or even experience that abundance to the fullest extent if your mind's elsewhere, right? If you're not enjoying yourself in one way, shape, or form. We have guilt, okay? Guilty as charged is what I heard. And I feel like that's somebody else in your work environment or somebody you're helping through your business to release any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth, including releasing, I feel the need to say, a job or a situation or a department that isn't helping you get to where you need to on a soul level, or, or not again, to exceed your potential within, all right? To not feel guilty for doing what's right for you, as I do feel like if you're leaving a job or have recently, there's certain coworkers you may have loved, while the majority of which were not perfect, or some of which weren't perfect. Does that make sense? Maybe feeling guilty for those you helped in your job or through your business, but needing to just shift things, go on a bit of a detour in the right direction, okay? Doubt or release the need to know all the answers. There's a level of control you truly desire at certain points of the month. You're going to find people around you in your living situation, friends, coworkers, in your work situation, even clientele and customers desire a level of control. It's weird how everyone seems quite connected with that level of control, that need or the desire for, but it being different levels of them. Anyways, I need to release that doubt. Feeling quite pessimistic at certain points in the month as I see the Five of Cups, and I need to recognize that you're needing to accept that you can't change everything, right? What you can't change, you either make the best out of or you move towards the bigger and the better. And I feel like you're choosing option B in that sense, the bigger and the better. Okay, let's move on to the tarot as I split it to the Chariot and the Strength. A reminder how strong you are. You're going to find that there's certain points of the month where you have to simply just put up a facade and just go to work, do what you have to do. Even if you're not feeling fully up to it or you just don't love what you do, or you feel like there's just never-ending struggles and obstacles to overcome, but feeling as if you're charging on your chariot towards greatness in one way, shape, or form, or getting that push to recognize that's where you're meant to lie, to experience, right, to succeed, a level of greatness. You're not meant to settle or just to wrap oneself up with a situation that isn't healthy for you, even if the money is okay, all right, or decent. But again, the Chariot coming up for the center of your reading, you're going to find that when you charge towards something new or you put in certain efforts, make a level of progress towards a new situation or new levels of success, it could even be a promotion, you find things are more colorful. I'm not surprised to see this owl coming out on the King of Swords. Remember I said at the beginning of the reading, a level of abundance when it comes to people recognizing your knowledge, your wisdom, you gaining a level of experience over time that's going to benefit you moving forward. But also I feel like with the Page of Swords being shown to me, a level of abundance in knowledge, clarity when it comes to the remainder of a situation or the future of your career, or some of which. It would be overwhelming to gain it all in this 1 month. But the Three of Cups coming out to remind you of those who make you feel comfortable, who have your back. I feel like you could just, in the midst of people not feeling quite trustworthy around you or healthy, the ones who are or somewhat are stand out, right? People giving you financial advice and just career advice, or one of which, and it feeling a bit overwhelming but helpful all the meanwhile, trying your best to stay grateful and see the silver lining and everything. and recognize it's better to have that assistance, that those helping hands, right? The words of advice, if you will, than none at all, right? And again, you can, I keep saying that even though I didn't mention the point before, you might do that throughout the month. There's going to be points where you can just choose to keep an open ear and not take that advice in the end, right? It's up to you. But I feel like you'll listen either way. As you're pushed to recognize you're going through a balancing act throughout the month, and it's just you needing to remember you're only human, okay? You could have to decide between multiple options, two at the minimum, when it comes to, obviously, when it comes to a new job, a new investment, you name it. It could even be within something you're continuing, but you need to rest all the meanwhile. When you're gifted a chance to rest or replenish, do not feel guilty. As I look at the guilt card again, don't feel as if you're letting people down or even oneself down. It's essential to balance things out. You're only human. It keeps saying you have the wisdom to make the best. You're going to see a lot of synchronicities. Animals will be a communication from spirit. As I look at the crow, I feel like there's a message for you in regards to your path. With the Three of Swords and the Judgment coming out, as well as the Seven of Pentacles, needing to be honest with oneself as to why you're feeling a bit heartbroken, disappointed, or emotional when you somewhat expected it, right? Or it just feels like it's meant to be in one way, shape, or form. But also, due to the difficulties, the ups and downs, the struggles within your finances and your career up until this point, I need to release that, okay? Again, I need to release a situation that's feeling a bit heavy, draining, or disappointing, even if it takes a little bit longer. But don't settle for one of those options that you feel would just get you out and going sooner, right? Allow for yourself to have that patience all the meanwhile as you put in the hard work. What you're watering is growing, I feel the need to say, or what you choose to water in the future will grow. Just saying, it's bringing you a level of abundance as you're being noticed for someone who does it the way they need to, right? Gets the job done, mature and responsible, but a little bit scatterbrained all the meanwhile. So be it. They're saying you may have Sagittarius in your chart. I would watch that reading. But all the meanwhile being pushed to recognize that you have that passion within you to improve your situation, to succeed, to make the money you need to, plus some, to save some for your financial investments in the future, your goals, and to not stress about it all the meanwhile. At times, your passion throughout the month for a change you desire or for certain improvements, for wanting to help people, I feel the need to say, may come off a little bit feisty, right? To channel that, to allow for it to transition, to transform into a level of peaceful, I got this, again, if I can't, as I see the Queen of Cups, if I can't change it, I'm just going to go with the flow. Put my hands up and just recognize where I can improve oneself or just keep to oneself, okay? Doing reflecting, feeling trapped in a situation for one reason or another, whether that's work, home, you name it. It could be just a different contract that has an inevitable endpoint, but you're like, I wish this could end sooner, okay? Don't over reflect to the point where you contemplate, overcomplicate, and then feel a bit of emotion and don't help oneself all the meanwhile. Simplify, okay? Because that reflection is necessary all the meanwhile. As you feel a bit burnt out, I'm not surprised to see the Nine of Wands coming out, as there's a connection that's going to help you immensely, okay? Whether that's, again, okay, it's not the financial or career advice, it's a networking connection. Someone who's going to help you get into a new career position, take your business to the next level, or simply improve your finances in one way, shape, or form. Could have to do with a promotion. But I feel like it all wraps oneself up with, or reminds you that you expect this tower moment, or you're creating it for oneself. Let it be, let it go, let it flow. That should be your motto for the month, okay? As you're pushed to recognize that you deserve, okay, there's something to learn from a Leo, as we have two of their cards here. But there is a lot to learn from when you're feeling happy, desiring a level of freedom, a level of complete abundance that you will get a taste of this month, but will more so get moving forward in the upcoming months. As you recognize that you are one strong individual, the possibilities are endless for you at this time and moving forward. But it's about channeling your skill sets, your knowledge, your wisdom, not settling for less, but just making the best and moving forward with the utmost confidence, expecting the best. So therefore manifesting all you desire in a beautiful way, recognizing that you deserve to reach for what you desire. I love that we have this imagery now as I was just saying, reach for what you desire and recognize that you deserve to absorb the knowledge, the even more wisdom, right? The experience from where you're at, even if it's negative, right? It will help you to make the best moving forward or to avoid situations that aren't healthy for you in one way, shape, or form. It all happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason in divine order, divine timing. You'll get that reminder. But do ask oneself what you truly desire at a certain point in the month and just go for it, okay? Don't let other people's situations, opinions, judgments, and that level of guilt potentially or doubt to hold oneself back. Reach for your, I almost said Sagittarius independence, your Scorpio independence, and just achieve what you so desire once again, what will fulfill oneself within while making the necessary money and stability you so desire as well. And just recognize once again, it's a month where you get a taste of that complete abundance and more so moving forward, but you're on your way to greatness. Don't settle. Let's pull a couple cards from the Small Making Magic deck. Okay. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Don't be surprised when this takes place. Once again, animals feeling quite relevant, and angel numbers. On target, follow your ideal life path. I feel like you're on target to change something or to reach a goal that you so passionately desire at this time, want to fulfill and complete. Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. Nice. And then 555, all about change. Chunk of 5. Manifesting money and income. Beautiful way to end this reading. Keep your head held high this month, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.